hearts will break, but I have to chase it. I'm dancing on the edge again. The wind is calling my name. I'm dancing on the edge again. This time I'm not looking back, babe. You can change me, you can tell me down. I'll be that goes in every place I find. I'll break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free-born mind. I remember when you told me I should settle down, but these restless feet won't keep me grounded. The open road's the only place I found where I feel alive, and the stars will guide me. I'm dancing on the edge again. The wind is calling my name. I'm dancing on the edge again. This time I'm not looking back, babe. You can change me, you can tell me down. I'll be that goes in every place I find. I'll break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free-born mind. A free-born mind. A free-born mind. You can change me, you can tell me down. I'll be that goes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free-born mind. You can change me, you can tell me down. I'll be that goes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free-born mind. You can change me, you can tell me down. I'll be that goes in every place I find. I break the molds with rebels mind. I'm a hurricane, a free-born mind. Mind.
I have to tell you that we design everything as a family, but we don't really show you how that works. So here I'm going to show you some of it. We're a little bit late in the game, but that's okay. You guys can catch up real quick. So this is the whole family. In case you're new to the channel, these are all of our children here. I am Papa Feenstra. This at the Mama Feenstra. And this at the Daddy Feenstra. Okay? Manoga Daddy. Hey. Hello. We don't be missing one? Where's Maddie? Oh, there's another one there.
And that's Puppy.
This is a true story. We didn't steal them. These are all ours. We literally have 9 kids. 8 here, 1 in Canada. They're literally all ours. We didn't steal them. Now what we're doing here is we're discussing the name for our new dog. It's got to be a family decision. You can't just pick a name and enforce it on everybody. We do that with all the kids. They didn't get to pick their names. We said, no, that's your name. You're stuck with it. But when it comes to the dog, we pick together. So we've got a list going here. There was a longer list, as you can see. I've wiped off a bunch of stuff. And so a bunch of names. People brainstorm, we come up with some names, we write them down, and now we're voting. Okay, so this dog's got 4 This one's only got one, or that name, so probably not going to stick. We got 2, we got 2, we got 2.5. We got, what is this here?
3 3/2.
Be 4.5 for that one. We got 2.5, we got 4, we got 1, we got 2. And she just found a whole longer list here. We're going through a list of different names here. And that's what we do. Because everything's about family decisions. We make the decisions. And then later on we can't say, well, that was your idea.
That's what I said.
What's that? Muffin?
Timbit.
I am not writing muffin down. Did we get all our votes for Chloe yet?
Can
Who?
we imagine yelling out the door? Here, Muffin!
Here, muffin, muffin. Okay, who all voted for Chloe? I wasn't done.
Oh yeah, biscuit.
Timbit or biscuit or...
You like, okay, who likes Chloe? Let's start this again.
No.
No? Okay, well, you did? Ainsley? And Mom? You? I think? You didn't like Chloe? You did? I did? You didn't? Okay, so we were good at 4. Alright, carry on. What do you got?
Abigail?
Nah.
Nah. Ella?
No.
Isla? Eliana?
No.
Nova? Madison? Zoe? Ivy? Grace? Lucy?
Grace, maybe. Grace.
You like Grace? Hang on, we got it right on the list. I'm going to fill it back in there.
No Grace.
No Grace?
No.
Oh,
We
no.
already got that person.
We already have a Grace.
Oh, that's true. We can name it after her. We already have an Arend, and I still named a kid after me. Right?
Amelia? Riley?
$1,000,000.
Naomi? Victoria? Stella? Alina? Hannah? Valentina? Maya? Zoe? Delilah? Leah?
Lila.
To make it more Russian, we should add a Vitch behind all these or something.
Lilavich. Lila.
Is Vitch girly, though? We need a girl name.
Valentinovich.
Valentinovich. Hey, we can name our dog Valentinovich. I actually like that. That sounds nice.
Be Hannah Valentinovich.
We got to make it like 3 names, really long. So when you open up the door to yell at the dog, it can be something incredibly long. Yeah?
I think that's what it was being because it was getting scolded.
Mm.
Alright, I think we probably have enough decisions right now.
Okay, so Marley's wiped off the board here now. Has only had 1 vote. You need at least 2 votes to make it into the second round. Alright, that one's gone. What do we got here? Okay, so Violet and Olivia and Holly only have 2 votes. Let's kick them off as well.
I vote for Lucy.
Okay, so now
I vote for Lucy.
everybody has to pick
Hey,
one.
Finn, you gotta come back in here and do your
You're
vote.
gonna have to pick one of the 5
Uh-oh,
that you like from
Alright,
that.
That means
Let's-
Lucy's gonna be
Hey,
my name.
let's do this. Let's take all the votes off now, and we'll start voting again for these ones.
Can you handle all that, man? There's a lot of halves on there. You got them all?
Yep.
All right.
All right, here we go, Finn. Put
Lucy.
that down.
Hey, how many votes for Ava?
None. Not me.
Adine.
You like Ava?
Okay, I'm gonna vote for Ava. So it's 2.
Ava.
Yeah, 3.
I can mark them on.
3 штук. Ага, хорошо.
Willow.
He
Willow.
likes Willow.
Нет? Не. No?
I.
Okay. 1, 2.
Half.
What's half in Russian? Half? Half is right, is Dutch. 3?
3 plus half.
3.5.
Plus. Fingers in there.
3.5.
Do you have a say in this matter?
Punt is Dutch.
Do you have a say?
Alright, for all you Russians, if you hear me speaking Russian and it isn't Russian, hang on. If you see me trying to speak Russian or like it looks like I think I'm speaking Russian, but you're like, I don't understand it, it's probably Dutch because I do that a lot. Okay, what are we at?
Lucy?
Lucy.
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 Oh, hang on a minute.
I got
here.
2.
We got
I
1,
vote
2,
for 2.
3. Okay, but those cancel each other out, so you no longer count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you like Lucy? Not really?
Yeah.
He's the one that came up with the name.
No, he said Missy, and then you understood
No,
Lucy.
he said Lucy, and then he said Missy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No?
And maybe.
Maybe I like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then we're both halves. So.
You're a half? You're a half?
whatever.
You're only half a dude?
Rather
Help.
this one
What happened to the other half?
or the other
So we
So
have.
what's
Uh,
whole?
2 half. Missy.
Just a hole.
Who's got Missy?
Is it?
You got Missy? Alright, Maddie's Missy.
Finn, you like Missy?
You like Missy?
I like Missy.
You like Missy? That's 2 Missies. Anyone else? Alright. And Chloe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like Chloe. It's 5.
Oh, there's 2 houses.
Oh, yeah.
Lucy,
Lucy
Lucy, Lucy.
No.
Lucy's
so
an A.
Ava's off the
Okay, Missy's off the board and Ava's off the board. Now, we already had an Ava. One of our last dogs was Ava, so that's okay. We can't do that for her.
And Willow.
Willow's off.
And Willow's off the board. Alright, we know Willow, actually a friend of the family from years ago.
Alright,
Alright, we got Lucy
start
and
again.
Chloe. Okay, which one do you like most? Lucy or Chloe?
Lucy.
Chloe.
Chloe. We got 1 for Chloe. Lucy or Chloe?
Lucy.
Lucy. 1 for Lucy. Lucy or Chloe?
Lucy.
Lucy. Lucy or Chloe?
Lucy.
Chloe or Lucy?
Lucy.
Chloe.
Chloe. Are you guys getting dizzy yet? Why won't this family just make up their mind? Lucy or Chloe?
Lucy.
Lucy.
And Chloe.
I can't speak of both. Okay, Lucy or Chloe? Maddie? Madeline. Lucy?
Look
Ili, Chloe.
Look at her. It's Lucy.
Hey, do you want Lucy or Chloe?
Chloe?
Lucy, Ili, Chloe.
She's still thinking
Can't
about
focus.
the
What about you, dude?
Okay, Lucy or Chloe?
Chloe.
Chloe. And I gotta vote for Chloe as well. What else we got? Oh, my bad. I fixed that up a little bit.
Alright, Maddie, Lucy or Chloe?
You're the tiebreaker.
Say Lucy. Hey, I
Say
see
Chloe.
that, Papa. You just dropped off the bottom. Maddie, say Lucy. Say Chloe. Chloe. Lucy. Lucy.
So I guess her name's Lucy.
I sense a little bit of coercion there. I don't think that'll stand up in a court of law.
Let's mark both of them.
Alright, we'll sleep on it a little long. And tomorrow we can call her Violet.
No.
Yeah?
Lala.
What's the matter? Oh, nice. It looks good. Yeah. You show me your teeth? Lucy or Chloe?
He keeps saying
Lucy. Good morning, everybody. Why is it always dirty when I want to start? Try again. Good morning, everybody. Arend here from Countryside Acres. It is a wonderful day. Every day is a wonderful day. I hope you're having a great day as well. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be working on that chicken coop, getting it more ready for chickens. They're already in there, so I'll show you that in a minute. I wanted to show you this here. I was working on it the other day. That's as far as I got, and I got to finish it yet. But I'm glad I didn't get any farther because there was some valuable advice given on the comments under that one. So I put the plastic over the top. It's the only way to do it, is that way. On the walls, I never thought about it. I just cut the sheet in half and stuck it on. And so there's holes in there. I'll show you this one. There's 2 layers of plastic with air in between, which allows for an insulation value. If you can see in those holes, yes? And I just cut it in half, stuck it on here, marked it, and screwed it on. But my lines now go this way. And this comment was suggesting that that's a bad idea because it can fill full of condensation and the water can't get out, which will end up causing mold and mildew buildup. Which means you can't see through it anymore. It'll turn kind of greeny and gross. Never thought of that. It's an excellent comment. And at first I didn't know what the person meant. I thought they were talking about these ones. I was like, you can't do that any other way. There's only one way to go. But then I realized, no, they're talking about the front and the back wall. Makes total sense. So for this one, we're going to put it up the other way. And it makes no difference because it'll fit either way. Once I cut it in half, it's 3 meters by 3 meters. So we'll put it up and down this way, meaning all the wall lines will be like this. And the water will get out. So very good idea. I'm just getting set up here to get that going. I'm going to put some egg nest boxes in it. Also some perches. Maybe we'll talk about proper heights and proper spacing for your chickens. And try to make it more comfortable. They're not going to lay eggs for a while yet, but I want them to have everything there now. So we're ready to go for that. Also have a meeting going this morning for trusses for the big shop. There's a truss manufacturer who would like to help us with trusses. Every time I price it out, though, it's much cheaper for me to do it myself. Now, main reason is because I don't have to pay myself. It's free labor. And I have another Canadian family who's bored out of their mind, and so they come over here and they help us as well, and we work together really well and get along really well. And so, you know, with 3 of them and 2 of us, you got 5 people working on these trusses that really have nothing better to do. So there's no labor involved, and all I then need is material. And when it comes down to that, there's a significant price difference. It was about 7,000 rubles per truss. I need 31 trusses. So you do the math on that, that adds up fast. And I can save that money for myself. So I think, off the top of my head, it was like almost $4,000 difference, which I can buy 2 young cows for that, likely. At least a cow and a half, depending on what breeds I'm going with. And I need a cow. So do you want to spend the money or don't you? Regardless, he thought coming here in person and having a meeting would be beneficial. Maybe it will be. Maybe by the time I'm done the meeting, I'll agree with him and say, you know what, you're right, just go ahead and build them. Maybe he'll come up with a better deal. And I'm not a rich man. Depends by whose calculations, I guess. I have a lovely wife, and I have wonderful children. I know God, and I have an opportunity to live in this country. I have beautiful land, nice house. So in no sense, I am very rich, but it's not like I have a lot of extra money laying around. We work for our money, and we've saved a lot over the years, and I want it to stretch as far as possible, basically. There's no point in wasting it. And the farther I can stretch it, the more things we can get accomplished on the farm, and the better chance of us becoming profitable. So I'm very curious to see what this meeting will bring. But at this point, I'm planning on building the trusses ourselves. Okay, I gotta get a few more things, and then we will get into this chicken coop. Winter's always much more fun filming with gloves. It's always a pain. So these are our chickens. I'm still not super fond of them, but they look okay. I was hoping for more color, but we do have some. We even got some cool, like these guys got the black feathers on their legs, which is kind of neat. They are young looking birds. And we got a new rooster today. Must be this guy, I guess, because I was told he was smaller. The neighbor dropped off an extra rooster. So we got 3 now. I got these 2 big guys. Oh, I do like those. Yeah, so maybe I was mistaken. They do look kind of nice. They're hunched up in the winter. It was always hard to tell too, right? But they're supposed to be very colorful. And when I initially looked in here, they didn't look that colorful. But now I see lots of color in the wings. So yeah, that's cool. And the black one's got the feathers on the legs. Neat. And then those big roosters, that'll look nice when they get a little older and get the big feathers on them. Gonna need a bigger house. This will work for now, but we're gonna need some more space. So we will. Oh, you got a good crow on you already, haven't you? Alright, so the plan, I'm going to build some stubs off the back. I'm going to build nesting boxes here. There'll be 3 boxes, I think I did, or 4? 4 boxes on this side, 4 boxes behind me. And then I'm going to build perches here for them to sit on at night. Now, I got some measurements offline. They're supposed to be different heights. To make the birds more comfortable, basically. They don't like to be crowded. They also don't like to be on the ground. And I was told they like to roost the highest possible. So your roosting bars should be higher than your nesting boxes to keep them from roosting there and pooping all over them. And you need about 25 centimeters per bird. So with some simple math like that, I can soon figure out roughly how much space I want. And so 4 nesting boxes will bring me to about here, I think. And then the rest of this, we'll build a bar on an angle, some bars across, and we'll see how that works. I never meant for this greenhouse to be for long term, but I mean, if it works well, we'll use it. Right now, I'm thinking it looks a little bit on the tight side, but with frequent bedding, it'll be okay. Also, once it warms up, we'll definitely need more air movement because there's some humidity in here. You can see water collecting on here. There's a lot of animals breathing, right? Which does make it that. I'm more worried about them just getting dirty. I don't like chickens dirty. Chickens should have nice, clean bedding. So as long as we got lots of straw. This straw also has a lot of oats in it, so there's lots for them to eat in it as well. But the more space they have, the better. We like having ours outside. So I would have a hole in here, and they could run in and out. And then at nighttime, of course, we'd lock them up. But we'll see. Time will tell. Okay, not a lot accomplished yet, but a little 2x2 over here. 2x4 running across to hold it up. A little 2x2, and there's a couple in the back. And there's the first box. Now the remaining space, originally I was going to do 6. That's why I was thinking coming here, but the plywood is only big. Still a strange thing here that I don't fully understand. We would be used to a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet of plywood, or 2400 by 1200. is how we would be used to buying plywood, same as OSB. Here you can buy OSB like that, but I haven't found plywood that shape. Plywood comes in 1500 by 1500, which is kind of an oddball. I don't know why that is. It doesn't really fit with framing that I can think of, but maybe it does. It's just not something we're used to, so hence the reason it's only 4. The full sheet would have come to about here, so I cut one chunk off a little bit. So, but that's okay. We got 4 boxes here and 4 behind me, and you can count on like I think it's 4 birds per box, roughly. So gives you an idea. It won't be quite enough. I got enough room then for 32, and I have 40 chickens. But some of these might end up in the soup yet if we don't like them. We'll see how it goes. And they might not all lay right away. I can build more boxes, whatever. So I got to build roosts in the back here again. I got to support this, of course, to keep it more sturdy. I got this guy screwed on, so that's good. And I'm going to build another one just like it on the other side here. On this corner, do the same thing. And the chickens are all scared of me. Got them all spooked into the corner here. The odd one ventures out for some bread. And these roosters have obviously been fighting. The new one they put in this morning didn't help matters any, I'm sure. But there's a bunch of blood. You can see spots. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. It's fairly normal if you're not familiar with chickens. Chickens are actually really nasty. And many people don't realize they are omnivores. They eat plants as well as animals. If there's a dead mouse or something, well, even a live mouse, actually, I've seen a chicken, a brown one like one of these, terrorize mouse nests lots. Old barn we had years and years ago, we milked goats, and the former owner didn't allow any cats because cats can often bring diseases. When they go in heat, they go visit neighboring farms. Here in Russia, that wouldn't be so much of an issue because there's no other farms around, but where we're from, there's a farm like every 40 hectares on the road, there's another farm. There's roads everywhere, farms everywhere. And so you could have the possibility where cats are going from one farm to the next, bringing diseases. And we had a disease-free goat herd that he built with his wife, and he didn't want any disease in there, so he allowed no cats. Problem then is that you were overrun with mice in this barn. It was terrible. We ended up getting a couple of neutered cats. Male cats we'd get from the pound for free, neutered. And then they don't roam, they just stay on the farm. And that cleaned up our mouse population very, very quick. But in the meantime, some chickens had gotten in the barn. That was the point of the story. Chickens had got in, and they scratched with their feet, dig, and they uncovered a mouse nest, and they started grabbing mice and gobbling them up like candy. And then they dug a little deeper, and they found some more mice, and they ate those up, and it was crazy to watch. I'd never seen something like that. I knew that they eat meat, but I'd never seen them eat mice like that. It was interesting. So hence the reason they also go after blood. And they're very vicious creatures, so when the one is bleeding, a lot of times they will continue to tackle that one until basically they kill it. Now in this case it's roosters, and they need to learn their pecking order. And you'll notice when the dominant rooster gets in, the other ones will lower their heads. But they have to find that pecking order, and all animals are like that. We had the same thing with pigs years ago. We had the female pigs were too young to breed yet, so we had them separate, and we had the male pig in another spot. And then when they were old enough, we put the male in. And boy, did those girls ever give them a run for their money. The toughest female was the boss of the pig pen. I think we had 5 sows, or gilts they would be at that point. Anyway, we threw him in there, and boy, they beat him up. Eventually, he beat up the most dominant one, threw her down the hill a couple times. There was a ravine there, tossed her down. It was quite something to see. I was a little bit worried we were going to lose a pig. But once they had that order figured out again, he was now the boss. She was second in command, and life went on, and they were very good after that. And cows will do a similar, beat each other up. Nature's way of pecking order, I guess. All right, par for the course, man. Every time I plan on getting lots done, it just doesn't happen. One thing happens and another thing happens. So I had a great meeting with the guy. That was actually very pleasant. I'm glad he showed up. We chatted, looked at the building. He's done framed buildings, actually quite a bit. So, and he's got a very interesting business that I'm looking forward to checking out. He invited me to come look where he makes his trusses, and also he builds, what do you want to call it? Like movable houses, basically. So that's also pretty cool. So we shared stuff back and forth on the table through translating, just different stuff. I showed him some businesses that I've worked with in Canada, and he showed me some stuff here. And hopefully we can come to an understanding on the trusses and make some kind of a deal work. I think I would be very interested in working with him in the future. So I'm finally getting back out now. Oh, and then I was talking to the kid's teacher there, the Russian teacher. I was talking to her for about an hour. But just different stuff in the area here. So back at the chicken coop, I've got some 2x2s, and we will carry on in here if the chickens will let me in. Gotta fix that latch yet. Alright. Hey guys. Scared them all again. Poor things. No, it looks like it's got a bad leg. These ones are funny looking, eh? Yeah, this guy. Kind of skittish. Where'd he go? Anyway, they got a... There's another one. They got a little funny comb on them. Right there. Goofy looking bird. Rooster's checking out the perch. Very nice. Alright, I mounted these on the other side. So what I'm going to do now is this 2x2 actually I got to take out. I got this about 18 inches off the ground. I've also built little perches on there so they can climb up and jump in. Don't think anybody's checked it out yet, but hopefully soon. 18 to 24 is ideal height off the ground. You don't want it right at the ground, although you can. It's not a big issue. But now they're up, they feel a little safer. And then the main thing is that the perches are higher than the nesting boxes so that they don't end up sitting here pooping. They actually go up on them. So we're going to build, put these on now, up here instead of the small 2x2. And then I come down on an angle, and then I'll run perches across. And then it should be good for now. It looks like they need some more food as well. Also got to go today, the lady from town that I was talking about, we're going to go in locally here. There's a guy that sells grain. So we're going to go pick some of that up for the chickens. So far we're just feeding them leftover bread and just table scraps and things. Somebody around here I guess has access to a lot of bread because I bought 2 big bags full of old bread basically. And you can get that really reasonable price. About 300 rubles for a bag. So $4.50 for a garbage bag full of old bread. Makes for decent chicken feed. You like chickens? Look at you buried in your head. You're some kind of wizard. Chickens are always fun. I think I like ducks better. You? Not sure?
Ducks can run around outside by themselves.
Well, chickens can too.
Oh yeah, but the ducks...
I just find chickens have an attitude. Like they, I like chickens. I really do. I very much like chickens, but they are like mean to each other. Or ducks don't seem that mean.
Yeah, the males sometimes maybe.
Yeah, but to each other, I guess maybe sometimes. I just find chickens never share. They're always beating each other up. But I like their personalities for the most part. They're kind of curious, interesting creatures. And I prefer eating chicken eggs. I'm not a real big fan of duck eggs. And I'm not a real big fan of eating duck. I like eating chicken. I like chicken eggs. So it's another reason to like chickens. pan. The last little slats, let me see how sturdy it is. I might have to add a brace. Chickens don't understand what's going on with their home. Who's this big giant fella? Why does he keep bothering us?
Saw her up on the hill, on her way to the mill, proud and all out. But where are you now? Misunderstood, said she would help the ones that she could. No glimpse of doubt. But where are you now? Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top. We're finally home. Let me lend you a hand. Let me in on the